Hi subscribers, hi viewers. Today I want to talk about how Ukraine's situation is going to get Trump back into power. Let's look at the US right now. The US is busy supporting, funding Ukraine, and Joe Biden. Joe Biden is he managed to get elected, although we saw some protests. Trump supporters and the right-wing supporters, how they managed to vouch that the votes were stolen, and they wanted Trump into power. Let's copy an example of what happened in France. We can see that 40% of the French population voted for the right-wing politician, and that's really extremism. If you call it in the right way, that's extremism. That's it proves to show that the French society, that's a COVID testing center, is divided. With the French society being divided, is causing a lot of serious issues amongst the French society and its colonies, right? And what Trump had said about Ukraine, I remember Trump was not a big fan or a big supporter of Ukraine. Trump called Ukraine a corrupt country run by corrupt politicians, and of which some of it is true. I'm saying some of it is true because there's no country that has got no corrupt politicians. Every country has got corrupt politicians, one way or another. So, and he was against giving aid to Ukraine. Let's not remember that Trump was against any war, and he protested against wars, and in so protesting against the wars, he was the first person to be serious about getting the US troops out of all the foreign lands. We're talking about Afghanistan. He had promised that he was going to get all the troops out of Afghanistan. Well, Joe Biden managed to get all of them out, but in a chaotic manner and in a chaotic way, and of which he got the job done. You got the troops out, but and went ahead. There's another COVID testing center there, so we've just gone past two COVID testing centers. We'll continue going and seeing some more. This is how Beijing is serious about dealing with COVID and actually trying to stop it. So if Biden or NATO, if Russia was a small country, they would have sent in some troops. They would have bombed Russia a long time ago. I'm talking about as soon as yesterday, they would have bombed Russia. But Russia, because it's a big country, they can't afford to do that because of the situation that it will escalate, and the repercussions of taking such action will cost them dearly. So if there had been put some US boots in Ukraine, Trump would have reversed and got all the US troops out of Ukraine, right? What you're experiencing is the funding, the military aid. those who understand how Trump functions, Trump had already said that Ukraine's situation is Europe's problem. That was his response. Ukraine's situation is Europe's problem. So which means that that military aid will be cut off. Let's not forget that Russia is Trump's ally, and Trump is Russia's ally, and you rather deal with Putin because of his power and influence than dealing with Ukraine, any Ukrainian leaders, because he had criticized Ukraine a long time ago. He had criticized Ukraine a long time ago. So how Trump is going to win is because people are going to get sick or tired or unhappy because of the money that's being spent in Ukraine, of the money that's being spent on NATO. I remember at some stage Trump had said all other countries, NATO member states, should actually contribute more than what they are contributing at the moment. And at that time, with countries like Germany really which focused on spending more money on civil budget, national budget, than on military budgets, so they were cutting off. And Trump went ahead and went crazy and was like, US, why does the US always have to foot the bill for all the NATO member states, while at least they're all stable economies that can contribute more? That was the question. And with the extremism and patriotism that we are seeing in Ukraine, it's just the media hypering up, just making, and NATO lobbyists just lobbying, and it's entertaining news for viewers. But what's happening is that's going to play a big favor to Trump's presidency, because he will come back, protest against, that's another COVID center. So on this 7-minute video, we've gone past 3 COVID testing stations. So that's what everybody's dealing with here in China. But let this be an eye-opener to people that Ukraine actually has boosted Trump's chances of re-winning the elections, of becoming the president again. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm really against Trump. I am really against Trump for what he stands for his personality, for his policies. I'm against everything that Trump does. But what we have to do is we have to actually study the situation and realize that Trump, and really admit that Trump is on his way of winning the next elections if the war in Ukraine drags on. The sooner it ends before the next elections, well, the better. But if it drags on until the upcoming US elections, the next elections, presidential elections, he is going. It is just boosting and raising his chances of winning the elections. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and ask any questions if you want to. And with the COVID situation in China, I'll update you. If you click on the notification button, you'll be able to see most of my current affairs videos and some e-commerce business advice.